Well, hello, everybody, and this is Auntie. Let's get into this story about Big Tigger. All I can say while opening up this video, you can never win when you dirty.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Thank you, subscribers, to my users and reviews. All of y'all who have been here through the long haul. Shall we get into it? Oh, yes, we shall. It's time for Auntie Advice. Sweet old auntie. It's time for Auntie's Advice. Oh, yeah. It's time for Auntie's advice. Sweet old Auntie's advice.
So, Big Tigger, whose real name is Darian Morgan, is married to this woman by the name of Alicia Brown. Let me bring them to the front. Do I have them to bring them to the front? Let's bring them to the front. She has, for the most part, stayed out of the public eye, at least in comparison to her husband. And all that has changed over the last couple of weeks. Just as background, this couple kept their relationship relatively private for years. But in October of 24, Big Tigger announced on Instagram that he and Alicia were expecting their first child together, sharing that he was preparing for fatherhood at the age of 51. But in June of 2006 of the year of our Lord, okay, there were some allegations that surfaced. So we first saw that the relationship became intense and under heavy public scrutiny. She posted some photos appearing to show facial injuries and suggested that her husband was responsible for it. She also publicly accused him of having an affair with one of his morning show co hosts on V103 by the name of Francesca. Now, when we heard this, we heard it because this story spread very quickly across the entertainment news and social media. Allegedly, TMZ reported that police had opened up an investigation into an alleged dose of DV incident stemming from a May 2026 incident downtown to the home. This was with Big Tigger. He was identified as the primary suspect in this case. Now, according to news outlets, she reportedly sought medical treatment, and there were no criminal charges that had been announced at that point. So I really want to make sure that I emphasize and make a distinction, since an investigation is not the same as a conviction. I want to make sure I say that. Big Tigger denied that he did anything wrong. And then he went and issued a statement to the public asking for privacy while his family worked through this situation, saying he intended to keep living in a way worthy of the public trust. Now, Alicia ended up walking back part of her statement because allegedly, several days later, she issued a follow up statement clarifying that she had never called her husband an abuser. She says social media had drawn that conclusion. And she hadn't actually made that and that she wanted the legal process to proceed without outside interference. Now, this didn't necessarily retract every prior allegation, but it did, in the eyes of public opinion, that it softened the A word framing. So then this, according to reports, this Francesca publicly denied any relationship with Tigger, right? Calling the allegations completely false and stating she had never had an affair with a married man. So recently, the dispute escalated further, where where Francesca filed a defamation lawsuit against her, alleging that the child knowingly made false statements about an affair that damaged her career and her reputation and subjected her to online harassment. And according to reports, this lawsuit is still pending. Meanwhile, some entertainment outlets reported that Alicia had indicated through her own social media statements that she intended to move forward with the divorce. Now, let me give you this little twist in the story, since you're still here, and you just might be interested in knowing. There was an arrest tied to a 219 disappearance of a child. So as of today, July 7, 2026, this whole story has shifted in a totally unexpected direction. Because today, multiple outlets are reporting that Alicia was arrested downtown in Georgia yesterday during a felony traffic stop on Interstate 85. You can make this stuff up. Guess what happened or had happened? She was arrested, according to news outlets, on an outstanding kidnapping warrant connected to the 2019 disappearance of her daughter, Ailea. She allegedly, and it's being reported, that she also faces a felony interference with child custody charge in Georgia and is expected to be extradited to Maryland. So I'm sitting here saying, what in the bloopity bloop is going on? So I know y'all probably saying, okay, so who is Ailea, Auntie? According to records, Ailea disappeared May 25th of 2019 from Reisterstown, Maryland, at the age of 10. According to outlet, authorities believe she was with her mother at the time, and the case has remained an active missing person investigation since 2019. They saying that her daddy, Darrell Williams, has said publicly for years that he had been awarded custody, that Ailea was supposed to be returned to him, and that he believes that Alicia knows where his daughter is. Now, I want y'all to know that these are and remain as allegations, and this has been part of a running custody dispute. So right now, Miss Alicia has been arrested but not convicted. These are criminal allegations, and the legal process will determine the outcome. The timing has shifted many people's attention away from the DV dispute with Big Tigger and towards the much older unresolved case of where the is her daughter. Now, they just released a video downtown to social media where we were able to see a little insight, I believe, on what had happened with and between the ex and Tigger. Okay. I'm going to show it. Viewer discretion is advised. Let me go to the tiki-talkie because y'all know the tiki-talkie got everything. Y'all, let's watch this, shall we? Yes, we shall.
My phone.
Tigger,
Give me my phone.
do you not see all them crime?
Give me my phone. Stop. I'm not doing that.
Yes, you did.
She dropped.
Bro, you're literally stepping on her.
I'm not stepping on her, Alex. I just want my phone. She could give me the phone and it'd be over. She could give me the phone and it would be over.
Bro, just get over her. She's gonna give
I'm
you.
not on her at all. Give me my phone.
Get off of me,
Give me my phone.
If I was anybody else.
Newly surfaced footage appears to show media personality Big Tigger in a tense confrontation with his wife, Alicia Brown, during what seems to be a disagreement over his phone. In the video, Big Tigger can be seen attempting to retrieve his phone from Alicia's hands as the situation becomes increasingly tense as they continue to argue about it. This new footage comes shortly after his wife accused him of laying his hands on her during a dispute after she caught him having a secret affair with his coworker and radio host, Amaker. Alicia
Honey, the side eye is eternal. I, like some of y'all, got questions. Number one, I don't go nowhere, and I mean nowhere, without my phone. That is to tell me to leave my phone somewhere is like telling me to cut my thumb off. Now, did I ever think that I would be like that? No. But this sucker right here, y'all see Winnie the Pooh upside down? He's sad. Is with me 24/7. I'm one of those people who sleep with it beside the bed and sometimes in the bed. If you got possession of my phone, we going and I didn't give it to you to do a specific task or something for me, like trying to download my Usher tickets, then I want it back immediately, as soon as I tell you to give it back. Now, I ain't justifying nothing. Don't get it twisted, because I done been here, done this, and I've shared some of my past with you all before about the DV that I have been in. So I ain't justifying Jack. But when I tell you to give me my phone back, I want my phone back. I think that if you have something that belongs to someone, it is not your right to withhold somebody's stuff. If the man is clearly saying, give me my phone, give him his phone. To be tucked down on the ground with somebody else's possession. This just my opinion from what I'm seeing. Y'all let me know y'all's downtown in the chat. As long as you ain't disrespectful, we good. This could have easily been resolved, in my humble opinion, by just giving him his phone. Nobody should have to tussle you to the ground to get this stuff back. It's not yours. It's just not. And the fact that outlets are saying that she is pulling backpedaling off of what she said, leaves a lot of question in my mind. Does it in yours? When I experienced my level of DV, it wasn't this. It was seriously DV. Like we was around there fighting like two men. Straight thugging it out. I won't gonna be pushed around, intimidated, none of that. Wasn't gonna be that. I did not start it. Like it was nothing like that. This seems like I'm trying to catch you. I got your phone and I want to prove a point to you by throwing what I found on your phone in your face. And when asked to give it back, you don't want to, and now you're on the floor and you're a victim. To some people, they may say, Auntie, she is. And maybe she is. And maybe she's not. I think it depends on the person who's looking at it, your past experiences, what you believe to be true. I think that there's a lot of variables in there, and a lot of people have different opinions. What I see is the son holding the phone and the mom and the dad tussling for what belongs to Tigger. I don't know him and I don't know her. I don't follow him. What is it? He on V104? I don't follow him at all. I'm just giving my personal opinion based on what I saw. You let me know what your personal opinion is based on what you saw. Now, some people may say, Auntie, there's no excuse for it. There's never an excuse for a man to put his hands on a woman. And I absolutely agree with that. I also agree with there's no excuse, justification, or reason for a woman to put her hands on a man. But if I tell you to give me my back, give me my back. Just give him the phone back. All that could have been avoided. You could have screamed, hollered, yelled, did whatever you want to. Get a man what is his. The little boy is saying he's stepping on her. He wasn't. And like I said, I ain't on his side. I'm just giving my opinion based on what I saw. When you are a person Like myself and some of my friends that I know who've been through DV, real DV, where you look at this, in my opinion, we got to stop using certain terminologies because this was mutual. You got his phone. You don't want to give it back. He's tussling for it. Y'all fighting over his possession. Y'all, am I wrong? Because if I am, I can be corrected. Stuff like this, I don't understand. G. Debo asks a very good question. Why would you do that in front of your child? I totally agree with that because when I went through the altercation that I went through downtown to my home years ago, my daughter ain't know nothing. I protected her from what she saw so that it would not affect her for the rest of her life. And this won't mean the baby daddy. This was a boyfriend that thought that he was going that thought that he was going to intimidate and control me. Give me stuff back. Now, maybe it wasn't as simple as that, but I do agree with G. Debo. This should never happen in front of the children. This is what pits people against each other and has the child have a traumatic blip mark in their history. Something that they probably will not forget. I ain't even going to say probably, something they won't forget. And now here she is, because allegedly she got locked up today or yesterday. And where's that same son that was recording? Where's that son? Who's taking care of him now? I'm sorry, what? Okay, Audra says, what happened prior to her snatching his phone? What was the conversation that inspired her to go after his phone? What was the atmosphere? The milk smelled spoiled. You said the son was in the car with her. What? Hold on. Let me pull up this whole thing. Hold on. That's look good to pull this whole thing up together. Hold on, y'all. The son was in the car. Hold on. Chad, I know you freaking lying. You ain't lying. It's right here in black and white, according to the shade room. Let me share it. Thank you for letting me know that, girl. What's the tea? The article, Big Tigger's wife reportedly arrested on outstanding kidnapping-related warrants connected to 2019 disappearance of her daughter dated 7/7/2026. And down here further on in the story, it says on Tuesday, July 7, TMZ published a report asserting that on Monday, July 6, Alicia Brown was arrested in Georgia. Furthermore, she was reportedly taken into custody on kidnapping-related warrants. Authorities reportedly located during a felony traffic stop on I-85. To note, at the time, 2 young children were inside the car during the traffic stop. However, both were safely removed, and one was reportedly a child of Big Tigger. Thank you for letting me know that. And Miss Girl, what's the tea? Further on, went on to say, okay, let me find out that girl, what's the tea? Okay, is the outlet at this point. She says also, Auntie, the daddy of the missing daughter is speaking out all over the place. That's why I put up in the comment up at the top up here. You never can win when you're dirty. Question mark. This is sad, G Debo. This is sad. Hey, Moo. Hey, Boo. Let me make sure I say hi to every. Hey, JC. Hey, Wage by. Hey, Wage by B. Scott. Boo. This is disgusting. Hey, Giselle. This is disgusting. I have my opinions. Y'all have your opinions. Y'all know Kid Auntie's advice. We share our opinions. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it. It's almost as if this is a situation when it rains, it pours. Because even with that video being released, I think that a lot of people, I started to report on this earlier, but I was like, okay, he over there doing the most. And then I know that there was allegations that he had temporarily stepped away from his job so that he can, do what he needed to do, handle his personal business, which I respect, right? Step away, get out of the public eye gate and do what you need to do. So I was like, I ain't gonna report on it. But honey, once that video got released, I was like, oh hell no. Even if he's your husband, even if it's a wife, you don't own nobody. And you absolutely don't own their cell phone. And you don't have a right, because you're married to people, in my opinion, to go through somebody's personal and private cell phone. If you and your husband are having problems with infidelity, then it's something you need to trust. Have a conversation about. If you can't trust him and he lying, get the fuck out. Now, I know that that's not easily done, okay, in all cases. But to go and violate somebody's privacy, because your cell phone holds everything. So to violate somebody's privacy and feel like you got a right to it just because you married, to me is wrong. But I ain't never been married, and that's why I never choose to be married. I always knew that that was something I did not desire for my life. I just didn't desire it. If I got to run behind you, if I got to be sleeping with one eye open, one eye closed, I've never ever built up the tenacity to deal with somebody else's beef. Well, I'd rather walk away. I've always wanted to have that option open for myself. Whether that's right, wrong, or indifferent, whether that's for your life, that was what I chose for my life. I never desired it. I never wanted it. Yes, did I want relationships? But I wanted them on my term. And I wanted it, to be able to talk about what your terms and see if they fit together. If they didn't, okay, we don't need to. And I think that a lot of that is because what I saw as a child. So what these children have seen as children will have a lasting impact on their life. A lasting one. Children don't forget, no matter how young or how old they are, what you've taught them. Good, bad, or indifference. On purpose or accidentally. This little boy now has had this trauma of watching what was going on downtown to the house, and now he was in the car. And now he was in a car while his mom was arrested for a 2019 case in Reicherstown. You don't be playing downtown. Just like come on. Come on. Anyway, I ain't gonna hold y'all long. I just thought that we would come out here and talk about it. I've opened up the conversation. You finish it downtown in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this. Give me your opinion. If you've experienced anything like this growing up and it has impacted how you have handled relationships, let me know that too. I would love to hear your story. Okay? Anyway, I'm going to get out of here because I got one more story that I want to talk to you about, and then I'm going to bed. Love y'all. Bye.